What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be talking about multiplayer customization in Black Ops 3, and just a little teaser that we got from David Vonderhaar about this a couple days ago. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I know I'm never like the #1 fastest source for news or anything like that, but I know a lot of you people don't really keep an eye out elsewhere for news. So for some people this might be news. There is going to be multiplayer customization in Black Ops 3. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on this. I know this was a couple days ago, and there might have even been more information released on this since I recorded this video. Which technically I'm recording this video the day that this was released, but the way my schedule works right now, I have to have videos ready to go in advance, so that's just the reason I'm a little bit behind on all this. But essentially, we did see that there is some campaign customization. You can pick your face, you can do some sort of customization with your armor and stuff like that. That's in campaign, but just recently, David Vonderhaar tweeted this image out, which shows multiplayer customization. And this was hinted at many months ago. Somebody had mentioned, like one of the developers, it might have been Vonderhaar himself, had mentioned that there will be some form of multiplayer customization, but now we actually see the screen where you get to do some customization for multiplayer. So with this screenshot here, you can see the character is actually completely blacked out. They don't want to reveal too much at this point, it seems like. They want to kind of build the hype before they release too much. I'm sure more information is going to be released soon if it hasn't been already. And right here you can see that you can customize your head, your body, you can have a showcase weapon, and then there's also taunts and gestures. So let's start it off first with the customization of the head and body. I'm wondering, since it just showed the head and body, I'm kind of curious to see if there's going to be other customization like pants and gloves and boots and knee pads, all that kind of stuff. Or if it is going to be in the final build where you can only customize the head and the body. For me personally, I don't really care too much about all the little fine things like changing my boots and stuff. I really don't care what my boots look like in multiplayer. Although now at least I can look down and see them because you can see your legs in Black Ops 3. But I don't really care how that goes. It's more so just having a little bit of customization so that people can stand out. That's something I noticed with the Black Ops 3 beta. It was kind of weird going back to that lack of customization because in Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, every person looks a little bit different for the most part. Some people kind of copy each other, but for the most part, everybody looks a little bit different, and you actually start getting used to how certain people are playing, and when you see them, you see that he's the guy with the really bright blue mask on his face or something. You know exactly how he's been playing previously, and you can actually adapt to that in-game, and I really like the idea of that. So that's why I really do like customization. Some people really like customization just for the simple fact that they want to be their own little unique snowflake. I really don't care what I look like in match too much. I mean, it is kind of a fun thing to play around with, but it's more so being able to tell my enemies apart is something that I find is quite important. So we have the head customization, so this is going to be probably masks or helmets, maybe even face paints are going to be returning for this. And then there's different variants of this. So my guess on this is there's going to be a certain type of mask where it has a certain shape and look to it, and then the variants are going to be like different camo patterns and colors of that particular shape of mask or helmet or whatever it might be. That's my guess on this. This is something that I feel they're going to be doing micro DLC on, which I'm totally fine with. So basically you buy camos or different variants so you can change up the way your helmet or your body armor looks. And I think that'll be alright. It's much better than advanced supply drops in my opinion, because at least you just buy what you want rather than buying the option to potentially get something. So that is my speculation on that. I could be off on this, but that's what I feel is going to be the case. So you're going to be able to change up what your head looks like and your body looks like. And like I said, I'm not too sure if you're going to be changing up your pants or anything along those lines. And I'm also interested to see how this plays out with the various specialist characters, because you will be taking the role of a specialist character, whatever specialist you're using. So it's likely that this armor is going to change up slightly for every single character that you're using. Because obviously you're not going to have the same size armor for one character compared to another character. And I'm kind of wondering also how they're going to handle this for Reaper, which is a robot. Are they going to put body armor on a robot? I don't know. Or a mask on a robot. Might look a little bit weird, but we'll see a little bit more soon. So definitely excited that there is that level of customization. But at the same time, I'm also hoping they don't get too crazy with this customization. That was something I really didn't like about Advanced Warfare. It kind of turned me away from it. Was just a really out there and wacky sort of customization, like a surfboard on your back, or a full samurai outfit or something like that. I really didn't like that. It kind of ruins the immersion for me a little bit. I'm not somebody that thinks that Call of Duty should be 100% realism and basically a military simulator, but at the same time, I don't think it's cool having a guy with a clown mask playing a game like this, or having surfboards and stuff. I think it just kind of ruins a little bit of that immersion, so I hope they keep it a little bit more grounded in reality, while still providing enough customization that you can make your character look unique. As for your showcase weapon, this is something that I feel is going to be tying in with gun shops. So with the gun shop, you can create a gun from scratch, you can name it, you can select certain attachments that stick with that gun forever, like they can't be removed once this is saved, like you can't just remove it in create a class, and you can select your paint job and everything for it, which I think is a cool system. I think that's going to tie in with this preferred weapon. So with your preferred weapon, you just pick one of your guns from gun shop, and that will show up. I believe this is going to be showing up like when it shows the top 3 after a match, when your character's just sort of standing there. I think it's probably going to show you with your preferred weapon. Could be wrong on that as well, or it might just be in the multiplayer menus, like the pre-game lobbies. It might show you with your preferred weapon. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that customization, but I did want to talk about taunts and gestures. This is something that is brand new to Call of Duty, and I'm really excited to see how they implement it. I'm curious, is it going to be something that is in-game that you can do at any time while you're playing the game? Like, for instance, giving the enemy the middle finger or something like that? I kind of feel like they might not be going this way, but maybe they are at the same time. I was more thinking these taunts and gestures are going to be things like in the pre-game lobby, or potentially on that top 3 scoreboard thing at the end of the game. That's what I'm more leaning towards. They're going to be doing some sort of gesture that you can pick for that, rather than actual in-game gestures. But I could be completely off on this. I think it might make the community a little bit more toxic if you can run around in-game, not only teabagging them, but also giving them the finger at the same time, or doing some other weird gesture or something. I don't really know how it's going to play out. I'm interested to see more though, and I'm sure we'll see more very soon on this. As for all of this, I'm hoping that all of these various levels of customization are going to be unlocked via challenges, rather than some sort of like a randomized system. Even if they don't call it supply drops or something, I'm hoping none of this is going to be randomized. I hope these are all things that we can work towards. So if we want to get that really cool taunt or gesture, we have to complete some sort of challenge to get it. I'm really hoping this is going to be the case. These are the types of things that really keep me coming back for more, especially like 8 months down the road when the game starts to get stale for a lot of people. These are the types of things I love to work towards, is challenges that allow me to show off certain things that show that I worked hard at these challenges to earn them. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I know we didn't get a ton of information. This is just a little teaser, but I wanted to share my thoughts on this. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think is going to happen with these various levels of customization? Do you think I'm wrong on certain things and they're going to be doing it a little bit differently? What do you think the taunts and gestures are actually going to be? Do you think it's going to be an in-game sort of thing where you can do while you're actually playing? Or is it more of a menu sort of thing? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.